Alright folks, today I'm gonna show you a couple of techniques I learned to skin these little tree rats, I call them here, these squirrels. I'm gonna show you a couple of techniques. Now the technique of skinning them from the tail, cutting his tail and stepping on it and pulling, has been around for a long time, but I've discovered an easier way and it helps keep a lot of the hair off of them. So the first thing I do is, and I've already done a couple of these steps so to make it quicker, but I take and just lop his front feet off. And then I take my trusty trapper knife and I cut him all the way up the belly, all the way to his chin. And then what you want to do is cut across the back like that and cut through the tailbone. Hopefully not all the way through the skin into your finger. But you want to cut that skin right around just like that. Cut it plenty far enough. And if you can get the camera in here, I want to make sure that you know that you get all of the skin cut from the meat, like right there. And then I built this trusty rack here. And remember, don't cut his back feet off, just his front feet. So I built this trusty little rack here to help me skin him because I'm too old and fat to bend over and get his tail. So I built this little rack. I just built it out of 2 pieces of tongue and groove flooring. And what you do is just clamp his tail in there once you cut through the bone, and you get him by his back feet and just pull him just like that. And instead of the meat getting hung up on the belly like it usually does, the skin, I mean, it just pulls right on out of his feet just like that. And if you don't save the head, you can stop right there and just cut the head off. But personally, I like to eat the head. So then you take your pliers and just grab this skin on the back feet and pull it back just like that. If you'll notice, I ain't had to touch the body of the squirrel at all. And then I take my little nippers and I cut his back feet off. And you want to make sure you clean your hand before you get a hold of him. And cut your other back foot off. And see, he's virtually hairless. There's no hair left on him at all. Now what I do, I like to eat the head, so I just cut his ears right there. Cut his ears off. If you don't like eating the heads, well, I kind of go along with the Robinsons down in Louisiana. I like the head. So you just skin that head right on out, and then you pull it right on out like that. Then you cut his nose off. And there you are. Trim up that skin around his mouth a little bit, and voila, you have a squirrel that's virtually hairless and ready for the pot. Alright, then you just gut him the normal way and be done with it. Alright, you can cut it off.